and hello. Welcome to Marcella and Friends, and I am Marcella D. Moore, also known as Cella D. And it is my delight and privilege and pleasure to be here with you all on tonight. Listen, before I start, let me take a moment to welcome those of you who are watching the replay. I realize that most of the views that we get will be from the replay, so we welcome you and we're so grateful that you made time to watch this replay tonight. Feel free to post in the comments as we go along. Feel free to use the hashtag replay. And just feel free to communicate and comment in any way you like. So I'm excited. And as always, I come on any given Monday or Tuesday. When we come, we talk about purpose, and we also invite some of my special super friends to join me talking about purpose and also sharing with you some of the products and services and even events that they have coming up. I'm excited because we are in a new month, and in this new month, there are exciting things going on. We are rounding up this 2024. And listen, y'all, we still here. And for some of us, I know 2024 may have not been the best, but you are still here, and there's only one way to go, and that way is up. And I know that your best is yet to come. So we're here tonight, and we're here, and I'm going to bring to the stage some of my amazing super friends. We have upcoming event, Ladies Night Out. We had I've been doing Ladies Night Out since 2013, and it has evolved over the years. And the last time we did it was in 2019. We were scheduled to do it during COVID, and that didn't, I'm 2020, and it didn't happen because of the pandemic. And so it's been 5 years, and we are so excited that we are back now, and we will be having this Ladies Night Out on December 28th, 2024 at the Pines Manor in Edison, New Jersey. So we invite those of you who are in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, wherever you are in the immediate area, to just come and hang out with us because it's going to be an amazing night. So if you are here, I'm asking that you would take a moment to say hello in the comments, that you let us know where you're here from, and feel free to engage with us throughout the night. I'm asking that you would take a moment to share, and that would allow others to know that we are live. And I see us, so I know that we're live and we are here. So right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a moment, and I am going to bring two of my sisters to the stage with me. Not only are they my sisters, but we get to do life together. We've done many things together. They have supported me over the years. They have been around me for a very long time. They know my heart. They know the outcome of the different events that we have. And in addition, I love these two here because in addition to being vendors at Ladies Night Out, we have a very special project that we are going to announce in the upcoming weeks. And I am so delighted that these two young ladies will be in this project and on this journey with me as well. So at this time, I want to invite my sisters, Kathy and Desiree, to the stage. And let's see, let me get them out of the room. Let me put them here so that they can come on up and join us. Hi, ladies.
Hey,
Good
Stella.
evening.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I so appreciate the both of you. And listen, I didn't even realize that when what I just said, and that's why I just said it. I talked about both of you being vendors for Ladies Night Out, but also both of you are on this very special project that we are going to release to the world in the next couple of weeks. And I'm so
Yeah.
excited about that. So we're here tonight, for Marcella and Friends, as I mentioned earlier. When we do this, we come on, we talk about purpose, and then we talk about any upcoming events and products and services that my super friends may have. And you both are truly my super friends. You, like I mentioned earlier, you've been in this game with me for quite some time. You've been on this journey with me, and I appreciate you both for trusting the God in me and knowing that when I do things, I make every effort to do it in excellence, with excellence and integrity, good character. That's my goal, and that's what I try to do. So thank you both for just always being a part of what God has called me to do. And I'm so blessed. I am so blessed to have both of you in my life. So I'm grateful to God tonight, and I'm so happy that you are here. So what I want to do before we get started, I want you both to go ahead and just introduce yourself. Say who you are, say what you do, introduce yourself. And Des, we could start with you, and then Kathy, you can come right after Des.
All right, great. Well, thanks. First of all, thanks, Stella, for having me. I appreciate that. And my name is Desiree Jones. My business slash ministry is called Keep Smiling. It's like medicine. And one of the things that we do, I sell merchandise. The other thing that we do at Keep Smiling is we mentor women, we mentor children. We do that, and I do actually have something that's coming up in January. I can't say what it is right now, but in the next week I will be launching it on not launching it, but I will be talking about on social media next week, and I'm so excited about it, and I just can't wait to share it. But again, my name is Desiree Jones, and I'm from Keep Smiling. It's like medicine.
Yes, keep smiling. It's like medicine. Kathy, thank you, Des.
Thank you.
Um, Marcella, thank you for having me as well. I've been on your show before. And so my name is Kathy Cherry. I'm the owner and founder of House of Cherry. And with House of Cherry, what I do is provide ladies' clothing for everyday occasions. It could be, you're going to work and then you're going to switch up your clothing a little bit and or accessories and then go out to dinner. The sizes that I sell, it's from size small to 3X, and occasionally I'll have some 4X and 5X because you want to be able to service everyone. And also within the line of House of Cherry, I also have what I call the Pamper Zone, and that is nature-based products, like soap and body wash and, you know, head to toe care. Yeah, so that's what I do. And I'm a mom and I'm a grandmother.
And that is so amazing because I'm sitting here. I said, now both of them talking about business, but now you said it, Kathy. But Des didn't say nothing about who she is, what she got. She got some babies, some grandbabies, and all that stuff. Tell us who you are, woman.
All right. So, I do. I'm a mother of 6 children, and I actually have 12 grandchildren. And
Oh,
so, yes. And I'm actually, I was thinking about my life, and I'm thinking, wow, you know, I'm closer to 60 than I am 50. And I'm almost in the last year of my 50s. And you know what? I can look back over my life and I am blessed. Like, I'm just blessed. You know what I mean? With all the things that have gone on in my life, I'm blessed. And so yes, that's who I am. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you. So I see Stacy here. I see Arita. I see Pamela. Hey, ladies, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You both talked about the businesses that you have, and as I mentioned earlier, you both are vendors for Ladies Night Out, and some of you. And you've both been a part of it, even when I used to do it way back when, even when it was in a different format. We used to be in Highland Park. I used to use the fellowship hall over there. We did it over there. And then when we got to 2018, 2019, we upscaled it a bit. And, we moved to, larger facility, more upscale facilities, and we're doing great things. So let me ask you both this because Marcella and Friends, one thing that we do talk about is purpose. And I want to know what purpose is to you and how purpose ties into where you are now in your business and in your life. Des?
Purpose is to me the reason why God created us, right? So he created me and he allowed me to be on this earth for a reason. And so the reason why, well, keep smiling. Like I said, I do sell merchandise, but one of the things that's most important to me is that God uses Keep Smiling to help women and to help children. And so one of the ways that we help women and children is by mentoring, by just helping people, well, helping the women and the children along their lives, especially women that have been through traumatic experiences, whether it was divorce, domestic violence, whatever that traumatic experience was. Keep Smiling helps them. And so that was one of the reasons why I created this business. It didn't start off as a business to mentor women. I just thought I was just creating, because it really happened during the pandemic. And during the pandemic, a lot of us we were inside, and we had to create some things for us to do other than just sleeping and eating, because we couldn't go anywhere. So I
Right.
created business because I wanted to sell merchandise. But as the business evolved, the Lord showed me, no, this is more than just merchandise. I'm calling you and I'm choosing you to speak into the lives of women and children that have been through trauma, especially domestic violence, because I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And so that's one of my purposes. One of my purposes on this earth is to help women heal, is to help women come out of these situations. And that's why vending is important to me. It's not just me. Of course, I want to sell products, I want to make money, but vending is an opportunity for me to speak into somebody's life. Because, women or even men, we come to events, we go to events sometimes for entertainment, but sometimes people really come because they want their lives changed, right? They want
Mhm.
somebody to encourage them. They're looking for encouragement, they're looking for motivation, right? And so I feel like, and I know that Keep Smiling is a vehicle where God can use me to do that. So when someone comes to my table, they may not buy something from me, but I get an opportunity to speak life into somebody else's life.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And you answered one of the questions that I was going to ask, but you answered it, which is awesome. Is why did you start your business, especially in particular for you? Because, like you said, what we the vendors that are part of the network that we are connected to, that we don't see ourselves as selling products. We see ourselves as offering what we have to people to help better their lives, whether it's for their body to feel better, them to feel more confident about how they look, whatever the case may be. But it's a bigger picture. We understand that it's just more than setting up a table and going somewhere and exchanging monies for products. We understand that it's bigger than that. And so I love the fact that you incorporated your ministry in a sense into your business. And although your business is marketplace, you have an opportunity to speak lives unto individuals based on that theme itself. Keep smiling. It's like medicine. And the Bible talks about a merry heart doeth good like medicine. So that's pretty awesome. So Kathy, purpose and your business and where you are today.
Okay, so within my business, I have a tagline called "Be Good to You."
Mhm.
I think it's very necessary to treat yourself, to take care of yourself, and along the same lines of purchasing clothes from me, being in front of a person, being able to connect with them, being able to offer them a book of prayers. That's part of my ministry within the House of Cherry. It's not only, like you said, not only sales, but it's connecting with a person on a different level. And what I do is I provide each customer when they purchase something from me, I do give them or offer them a book of prayers, because I know that in this world, in this life, you can't have enough prayer. So when I do, supply the book to them, they seem very, they're surprised, they're grateful. I know that that book is going to make a difference in their life. And like you said, along with the clothing or whatever it is that we're providing to the customer, if they like the item, they purchase it, it's going to change their life. You know, they're going to change their thoughts about how they look, how the clothing or item, whatever it is that we're offering to them, is going to make them feel. But that book is going to be life changing to them. You know, it could be something that they might be going through. I have no idea, but I do know that when I offer them the book, they seem very thrilled to get it. So that's part of my ministry, part of my purpose. I love clothing. Um, I think a piece of items, not a piece of item that you put on could change your mindset that day. You know, might wake up a certain way, not feeling that great, but then, like, let's say if it's gloomy outside, you might want to put on something bright. You know, something that's going to cheer up your day. Clothing, that item of clothing is going to make a difference, and also that word that I give them, they can go to. You know, they have it in their possession. They can go to it anytime. That's going to really change their life, you know, for the better, way beyond the clothing.
Mhm.
So,
Awesome, awesome. I
mhm.
love that. And so I'm gonna ask this question, and then I'm gonna dash to the side really quick because my for some reason my laptop is going crazy right now, but I just need to get another cord. But I want you to answer, Kathy, and then Des, you can go again. Why? So we know that we're doing this ladies' night out December 28th, right?
Mhm.
And so when I put out the call, I do different events throughout the year, and I'm starting to pick up the momentum again, like I used to do before. And when I put out the call to be a vendor at places, and that we'll talk about ladies' night out. Why did you say yes to being a part of ladies' night out? And knowing what the theme is this year, I choose me. Why did you say yes to saying, you know what, I want to be a part of this? So, Kathy, you can answer, and then Des, you can go. And I'm just going to go right to the side, right here. And I want you to keep talking, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I like to vent anyway. I love meeting people, engaging in conversation. But, you know, Marcella had mentioned earlier, and we know as women, as female, the head of the family, sometimes we take care of everybody but ourselves. We're always the afterthought, and then sometimes not even an afterthought. You know, if you have a large family, you know, it could be you know, parents or grandchildren or your own children if they're young. You know, you're taking care of so many people, you're putting out so many fires, you're there for everybody. And sometimes you're last, and sometimes you're not even a thought. You don't even, you know, it's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. And, you know, you're taking kids to school, you're picking them up. You know, you might have your parents that are older, you're, you know, meeting, you know, going to the doctor, taking them to the doctor, whatever it is, you're taking care of everybody in the household. So, you know, we are wrapping up the end of the year, so it would just be a a great thought or a great time to just, you know, give yourself some time. Like I say, be good to yourself. You know, that if no other time within the year you give yourself a break or make yourself a priority, I think ladies' night out would be a great time to start to do that. And then maybe, you know, think more of yourself, or give yourself more time, some me time.
Mhm.
You know, wrapping up 24, but also going into 2025, maybe you have a different uh, perspective of yourself or thought of yourself, putting yourself, you know, maybe not first, but, you know, include yourself, uh, include taking care of yourself more often throughout the year, not just, you know, once a year or birthday or whatever. You know, why not give yourself some me time once a month? That would be great to get together with your friends, or, you know, women that have like minds.
Right.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. Um, the reason why I chose to be a part of this is funny that Marcella named this "I Choose Me" is because in 2024, this has been, although I am blessed, I have no complaints about my life, but 2024 has been probably one of the most challenging years of my life. And so I literally had to make a decision to choose me. And so when I heard her the title of this event, I was like, wow. And the reason why I had to make a decision to choose me in this year is because, just like I think Stella mentioned it earlier, and some of what you were saying is that, after raising 6 children,
Mm-hmm.
after being married twice, um, and having 12 grandchildren, I mean, I wouldn't trade my children or my grandchildren for anything in the world. But sometimes you get lost into helping other people, especially your
Mm-hmm.
family. Sometimes you lose yourself and all you think about is other people, and we neglect ourselves. So
Right.
I found myself in a situation this year where not only was I lost, but it was like the life was getting sucked out of me. And I remember praying to God and saying, God, I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to get out.
Mm-hmm.
But what he was showing me was that no, you come out. Like you have 2 feet, you can walk out of this situation. You don't have to keep allowing yourself, to experience what I don't want you to experience. So I literally had to choose myself. And so because I was so used to doing everything for everybody, I was that go-to person for everybody. Oh, pray for me. Oh, I need this, I need that. I didn't choose me. And in choosing me, it was so foreign to me. I'm like, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm okay with it, if that makes sense. And so I had to do this event because one of the things that I know from life is that God does not allow you to go through anything without you being equipped to help someone else. So I feel like, this season of my life, the things that I went through, God is just, He's going to use that to help someone. And I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
again, what I said before, even if I don't sell an item, I know that my life is going to give me an opportunity to just speak life into someone else's life. So, yeah, when I heard that title, I'm like, wow, because that would be the title of this chapter of my life. I choose me. And
I
so,
like
Right.
that. I
That's
love
good.
that. I love that. I love that. I'm still working with something over here, but we're good. And so I appreciate both of you for answering the question and just speaking that life to speaking life, regarding why you said yes to this ladies' night out, and like what you said, Kathy, about taking care of ourselves once a month and things like that. I think that we need to be more intentional as women regarding putting ourselves first, and I think that we think is something wrong with saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Kathy, you was like, oh, well, maybe not first, but at least give yourself no, but it's you think of, and I say this all the time. When you fly, I just came back from a trip about a week ago. You on the airplane, they giving the safety flight, the safety information, and
Right.
they say if you are traveling with a senior or a child, and the air mask comes down, you put your mask on first,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can better serve them. And it just makes so much sense because when we make sure that we fill our cups, because we spend so much time giving from an empty cup, that we feel overwhelmed, we feel are filled with uncertainty, and things just seem to go haywire, even though we are the ones that's holding things together for everybody else. But when it comes down to ourselves, we can't hold it together for ourselves because we just won't admit that
right,
this is too much. We won't
right,
admit that I need to do more for me. We won't admit that I need to just take some time and I
Right.
need to bring it in and I need to call it in so that I can make sure that I'm okay. Because when we fill ourselves, when our cup is full, then we're not necessarily pulling from ourselves. We're pulling from the overflow. We're giving from
Mm-hmm.
the overflow. And when we give from the overflow, then you won't be affected by it because it's from the overflow.
Right.
But we've been giving of ourselves. So we've been digging and pulling and doing
right,
all of that stuff from ourselves. And so that we begin to feel overwhelmed. And it just seems like this is too much. And
Mm-hmm.
so I remember the first year I wanted to make the change in terms of how we did this upscaling, And I was like, nobody gonna do it. Nobody gonna want to pay the money. And they taking care, their family and their kids for the holidays and everything. And those women came running. They had to open up another section
Wow.
because I was like, I just do it for 50 people. And we end up having 105 people that first year.
Wow.
So it was double of what it was because I think that women understand, you know what? I've been running around here for these kids, these grandkids,
Mhm.
doing it for everybody else. And now I really want to make time for myself. And I think it's important because it's right at the end of the year, but it's before the new year.
Right.
I think like for the last couple of times we did it, we did that first time we upscaled. The theme was bruised but not broken. And then the
Mhm.
after year after that, I am a gift. And then this one is I choose me. And so it's really pointing towards us as women to really build ourselves up, to empower ourselves. It's a night of fellowship, it's a night of fun. We dance, we have so much fun. And it's just like the time goes by so quickly. It's like, oh my God. But everyone walks away feeling like they've been empowered simply by the fellowship.
Mhm.
Simply by the fun, dressing up, looking beautiful, everybody in all the red, looking around the room and seeing all the women in their red. And then when we get all these pictures, we look at all these pictures with everybody in red. So it's a powerful time. And it's something that um, for 5 years, every time in December, everybody, are you doing ladies' night out? You doing ladies' night? And you doing lights? And then finally this year, I said, okay, I'm gonna make it happen. I was going looking for places, couldn't find any place. Got a hall that I was gonna use, and like I really didn't want to do the hall, and then God opened up the door because when I called the Pines Manor the first time, they didn't have it, but then when I called
Mhm.
back, this date was available. So I just think this is a great opportunity for us to come together as women and to really empower ourselves and be empowered by the fellowship so that we can step into 2025 focused, knowing what we want to do, positioning ourselves so that we can change our lives so our lives can look the way that we want it to look. And so, um, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but God's grace is sufficient. But I think that
Yes.
people understand, and I understand that God's love for us is so strong and is so big that he creates platforms like this for us to be able to come together because people walk away healed. People walk away, they go to the vendors, they talk to the vendors, they hear the stories. And I'm still working on the agenda for the day, but whatever the agenda is going to be something that um causes people to walk away knowing that they have been uplifted and that
Mhm.
great things is happening in their lives. So I'm so excited about this. I really am, even though I may not look as excited, but
Mhm.
trust me when I tell you,
Mhm.
I am truly on slow-mo right now, but it's all good. It's all good. So I'm just grateful and I appreciate you all coming on and just talking about who you are and how purpose is tied into this. And I so look forward to people, the ladies meeting you all. And that thing I love about it because we always have new people and they get the opportunity to hear your stories. And even by the time the 28th get here, we will have announced that other project that we're doing. So you'll have an opportunity to talk to people when they come to your table, even about that project. And so it's just, creating opportunities. And we just want, this is a special invitation for myself and these amazing vendors for you to join us on Saturday, December the 28th at 6:00 p.m. at the Pines Manor. I'll put the details concerning it in the comments, but I just want you all to know that we have this open invitation for you to come and join us, and I know it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. So I'm encouraging you all to grab your girlfriends, to grab your friends, to say, come on, let's get a table. Because in 2019, I think like 4 or 5 of the tables, people got tables. They got tables and they sat
Mm.
together. So when people came, they was like, I want to sit up. That's somebody's table. The people got tables over there. And so it was a really good thing. So you still have an opportunity to get tables again, and we're just excited, and I know great things are going to happen. So we have a ton of other vendors. They were not able to be here with us tonight, but throughout the weeks, the upcoming weeks, you'll have an opportunity to see them and be introduced to them, hear their stories, hear how purpose ties into who they are and what they do. And I just know greater things are coming. So I celebrate the gift of Desiree, the gift of Kathy, and I
Mhm.
know you both. I can't wait to see you in your red, first of all.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you in your red. I know you're gonna look beautiful.
Mhm.
I'm still working on my red right now because I didn't went from this to this back to this again. So now I'm working on it. So I'm just so grateful, and I'm looking forward to it, and this is your invitation, and we just want you to come and hang out with us because you matter to God, you are amazing, and God is just ready to do some great things. So
Yeah.
because I choose me, and it's so funny because every time I'm like, okay, God, what we doing this year? How we moving this year? When he said I choose me, I'm like, okay, now I'm starting with it because I choose me.
Yes. Yeah.
And I have to say that on a daily basis because I'm the person who used to try to fix it for everybody, right?
Mhm.
And when I start being everybody's God and they was looking to me instead of
Mhm.
God said, okay, I'm gonna shut you down real quick, and then you're
Mm.
not gonna be able to help everybody, and
Mhm.
because you're gonna focus on me and you're gonna help. They gonna see that they need to know you for themselves and be able to
Right.
be with you within themselves. And so I had to go through that transition in my life and looking and saying, I'm sorry, I can't help, I can't help, I can't help, I can't help. But I needed that because I was allowing it to drain me. And because I had created that, I
Mhm.
didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know
Okay.
how to stop it. I didn't know how to set the boundaries.
Mm.
And so, you know what God said, I think you need some help, youngin. So he said, "Baby girl, you need some help, so I'm gonna
Mm.
help you out real good." And it was very painful. It really was. It was painful, but I learned so much from that situation. And I realized that in my life where I am now, I want to, it's either I have to ask myself the question when I'm dealing with people. And the question is this: do I want to enable them or do I
Mm.
want to empower them?
Camera.
Right.
And it's always empowerment, but then asking myself if I want to enable them helps bring me over to that other side, because I'm not trying to enable people anymore to just rely and depend on me. You can't do
Mm.
I can't do that, and I'm not trying to leave here before my time, and I
Mhm.
just want you to understand that is in God we trust,
Right.
Yeah.
right? In God we trust. So I'm just grateful, and I am. So let me ask you this, Des, before we go. What
Mm.
would you say? We're in December, the last month of the year, last quarter of the year. What was your greatest lesson for 2020 and 2024? What was the greatest lesson that you learned in 2024?
Honestly, just what I said a few minutes ago. It's okay to choose me. It's okay to not pick up the phone if I'm not able to talk. It's okay not to think that I have to go come to everybody's rescue.
Mm.
It's literally okay for me to take some time to myself. It's okay for me to be by myself, you know? It's just okay. And until you get to the point where you know it's okay, you don't have to feel guilty for choosing yourself. You know what I mean? Because if we like the analogy you use with being on the airplane, and if something happens, you get the oxygen mask on first, you're not going to be able to fully help people the way God wants you to help them if you don't take care of yourself.
Mhm.
We think we're being the heroine because we're always rescuing everybody. But if
Mm.
you're not mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, you're really not going to be the help that God really wants you to be. So in order to be that, you gotta choose yourself. Even if it's a night, if it's a moment, if it's a month, if it's a season, whatever it is that you need for yourself in that time of your life, you got to do that, because we're not going to be productive the way God wants us to. And so that's, to sum it all up, that's what I learned. That's really what I learned this year.
So I choose me.
Yes. Yep. Literally, that's been my life. Yes.
I love it. Kathy, what was your greatest lesson for this year that you learned this year?
I know that we say we trust God, but sometimes certain situations are happen, and then you really you'll find out if you really do trust God. Do you put all your trust in Him? Knowing that He's always going to answer, always going to do what's best for you. So, I think being kind of pushed to the limit and really seeing, finding out, do you really trust God in all situations? That's what I think. I learned that, yeah, I really do trust him, regardless of what it looks like or feels like. He's always going to be the answer, someone that you can, that's never going to fail you. So, yeah, just keep on trusting God, regardless of what. That's what I think.
In God we trust. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's,
Yeah.
I think that's so relevant right now, especially because of the situation from the election and going into the new year. Uh,
Mm,
we often forget, we get so focused because the world pulls us in. We get pulled in during this time. We get pulled in. And then getting pulled in when things don't go according to the plan and how we want it to happen,
right.
then we get so overwhelmed and flustered and we don't know what's going on. But the truth of the matter is, in
Mhm.
God we trust. It doesn't matter who won or who didn't win and what's going on. It's still in God we trust. And it's
Right.
always been like that. But I think with this social media being so big the way that it is now, we get so pulled in. We get
Right.
pulled in. And so I like that. I choose me and I trust God.
Right.
You can't go wrong with those. And those are, affirmations that we use to empower ourselves to speak life. And that every day you wake up, I choose me. You
Hmm.
wake up, I trust God. It's so
Right.
important. It is so important. So that's really awesome. So we are going to choose ourselves. We're going to
Hmm.
trust God, and we're going to
Yes.
come on December 28th, and we're going to have
Yeah.
a great time, and we
Yeah.
just want to just do what we do, and just enjoying one another and lifting each other up and loving God and having a good old time. So
Yeah.
Yes. Looking
that,
Absolutely.
forward to it.
yes,
Too.
yes. So
Yes.
ladies, again, thank you so much for joining. And until we meet again, because we will meet real soon again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For some
Very
other
good.
exciting news. So I'm excited about
Yeah.
it. So
You
again, thank
too.
you so much. And I welcome those of you who are watching, whether you're here live or joining the replay. Thank you so much for being a part of Marcella and Friends for this week. And on any given Monday or Tuesday, we will show up on your Facebook and YouTube timeline talking about purpose, hearing stories and insight and wisdom from my super friends, learning about some amazing products and upcoming events. We welcome you. I'm so grateful that you're here. And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, December 28th. If you have any questions about it, listen, we here for it. You can reach out to any one of us. We'll let you know. We'll direct you. We'll point you in the right direction. But I will put the link for um, so that you can register in the comments here tonight. So thank you once again, ladies. Have an
Well,
amazing night. Be
you as well.
blessed. Matter of fact, I think I'll see both of you tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I will see you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Have an
Right.
amazing night, and I thank you so much for joining me tonight. I love you, ladies. Be
All right. We
Love
blessed.
you. Be blessed. Have a
All right,
good night.
you too. You do the same.